Hello everyone, I'm Brazen Eagle and thank you for joining me here. So today from Breitbart, Muslim parents permanently banned from protesting LGBT education outside British school. I wonder what city this could be taking place in. A high court judge has ruled that Muslim protesters will be permanently banned from protesting LGBT relationship lessons outside a school in, of course, Birmingham, England. So, today a high court judge, Mr. Justice Warby, upheld the decision in June of this year to create an exclusion zone around the Anderton Park Primary School, making the ban of anti-LGBT protests by mostly Muslim parents permanent in the area. The three main protesters, Amir Ahmed, Shakil Afsar, and his sister Rosina Afsar, fought the injunction in court, claiming that the protests should be protected as freedom of speech. The Muslim parents also objected to the school not consulting with them over the introduction of LGBT lessons, reports the Birmingham Mail. A Christian organizer, John Allman, joined the other defendants in condemning the breach of freedom of speech. The judge in the case said that the protesters had grossly misrepresented the content of the LGBT relationship lessons, causing harm to the children, teachers, and local residents. Muslim exodus from LGBT brainwash school as parents pull something blah blah blah. The head teacher of the Anderton Park Primary School, Sarah Hewitt Clarkson, described the protesters as toxic and nasty, and said that there were ample opportunities to discuss concerns about the curriculum with the school. She said that in a meeting she had with Mr. Afsar, he slammed his hand over her desk and demanded that she remove the LGBT lessons from the school. It was volatile, it was aggressive. I had never had a meeting like that before in 26 years of teaching. He set up a WhatsApp group that afternoon trying to whip up a frenzy, she told the court. Earlier this year, another school in the area was also targeted by Muslim protesters after the introduction of a program called No Outsiders, which taught students about LGBT issues alongside its existing sexual education courses. And that's the end of the article. Say no to No Outsiders program, stop now. LGBT activists pelted with eggs in a row over equality lessons. Ah, good old equality. So, basically, Muslim parents were permanently banned from voicing their disagreements with gay education in, of course, Birmingham, England. This probably won't end very well. I think Birmingham, the last time I checked, was like 25% Muslim, something like that maybe. The head teacher of the school stated that the Muslims were toxic and nasty. Ooh, that's bold and could result in unpleasant consequences. Of course, Sarah Hewitt Clarkson, the head teacher of this primary school, said that one of the protesters was aggressive and volatile. She further stated that this man, Mr. Afsar, was connecting to other people to whip up a frenzy. Now this is very important to understand. These Muslim protesters in, Birmingham, and I'm sure other places, they're connected with one another, or at least connecting with each other. They have their own community. These Muslims most likely have enough numbers to stand up to whomever they do not like, and can enforce their own culture against the host country's wishes, especially in places like France, Sweden, perhaps the Netherlands, but maybe even potentially the UK, and more specifically, Birmingham. Now, we can do the same thing. Do you want to get your own way politically? You get men organized to push an agenda without any care about the other side. You know what? We can learn from others to succeed if our own methods are not working. So, we must become more and more organized. Now, do you know why Muslims, especially in Europe, stereotypically get their way when it comes to legal and cultural issues, we'll say? It's because in general, they will become violent if they don't get their own way. If you mess with them and their way of life, they will most likely fight back at you. Do you know why they don't assimilate into Western countries for the most part? It's because they will fight you if you try to assimilate them. They will throw rocks at you. In Sweden, they might throw grenades at you. You never know. Am I talking about all Muslims? Of course not. But there are enough of them that make this stereotype come true. Now we can apply this type of lesson here to the United States, or even, I guess, across Western civilization. Do you know why communists are getting away with pushing their agenda, especially in universities? It's because there's no pushback against them. No one is drawing a line in the sand to put an end to the communist nonsense. We gotta remember, silence is consent, no matter what feminists say. If there's no pushback, things are just going to keep on trucking until Western civilization collapses. Which could not collapse if Western men get organized to save their countries, but only time will tell what happens. We have the tools. We just don't have the numbers. Not yet, at least. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. I'm Brazen Eagle, and I hope you have a great, great day.